Hey everyone, it's Brittany. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another testing new makeup video. Some of this makeup is not new to the world, but it is new to me, and I wanted to try it out for the first time on camera. This makeup has more of a rose gold vibe, so you could definitely wear it if you are doing something a little dressier, or if you were going somewhere more casual, so hopefully you enjoy it. So like I said, my name is Brittany. For those of you who are new to my channel, I would really love it if you stuck around and subscribe to my channel by clicking that subscribe button below this video, and let's go ahead and get started. I've already applied the Korres Greek Yogurt Under Eye Priming Moisturizer under my eyes. This stuff is really amazing before I apply my concealer. I like to give it a little bit of time to sink in, so that's why I did it off camera. And then for the rest of my face, I used the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer all over because, again, my skin is really dry. I really like this stuff, and let's go ahead and move on to the concealer. Since I am kind of testing out some new products, I wanted to try out the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This has been out for a little while, but it's the first time that I will be trying it. I ordered 2 shades, and I think that Fair 5 will be the one that will be good underneath my eyes. This is really affordable too, so if I like it, this is gonna be awesome because a lot of my favorite concealers are quite a bit more expensive than other ones, so I have high hopes for this. I love to use these mini beauty blenders. They work so well for concealer, so I'm gonna blend it out with this. Do you see that? Uh-oh. It's not sticking to the skin underneath my eye at all. I really don't think that's a concealer's fault though. Okay, well, the other eye blended out way better. This is definitely not the concealer's fault. It's just because I have really raw, dry skin underneath my eye. Just add a little bit more and see if that works. Okay, yay, it's covering. Oh, it looks so good now. Even though my skin is so dry, it doesn't cling to any of the little dry patches. This is a really, really nice concealer. For the redness around my face, especially around my nose and this little pimple I got right in the middle of my eyebrows, I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Full Coverage Concealer. I'm pretty sure I've used a lighter version underneath my eyes before, but I wanted to see how it is on the rest of my face, so I'm using the shade Light Warm. That also looks really good. We're doing good today. For foundation, I'm trying the Cover FX Natural Finish Foundation in the shade N20. I don't know if this will be the right shade, so fingers crossed that it is. It is quite thick. It's not runny at all, but I think it's supposed to have a dewy kind of finish, which I really like. The color might end up being a little bit too dark, but we'll see. The finish is very nice. It looks so natural, doesn't look cakey at all. Seems like it is quite buildable. I added a little bit of extra foundation on my cheeks because they sometimes look a little bit red, and I think it's doing a really good job of just kind of neutralizing it. So far, this testing video is going really well. At this point, I would typically move on to my eyebrows and eyeshadow and finish the rest of the look later, but since I will be using cream products for the rest of my face, I'm going to do that before I powder. The bronzer I will be using is from oh my gosh, I just literally ripped off the label. So this bronzer is the Bronzed Peach Melting Powder Bronzer. This is a part of their new collection. It smells really good, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it, which I think will be really pretty for the holidays. All right, I'm taking a synthetic brush and just swirling it in there. Ooh. Oh. Oh my god, it's so pretty. This is gonna be so nice in the spring and summer too. It's giving a really subtle bronzed glow. I think it looks so pretty. It blended out really well too. For blush now, I will be using a ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Blush in the shade Prenup. I feel like it's looking really pink and bright on camera, but it's a bit more of a muted kind of purpley pink in real life. I will use another synthetic brush for this and just swirl it around, and this is just gonna go right on the apples of my cheeks as a little pop of color. Definitely not as in your face as it looks like it would be. It has a little bit of a sheen to it too, which I like. You guys would probably know by now that I love my glowy skin and makeup products. I'm going for the Sugar Plum Fairy look today. For highlighter, I'm using another ColourPop product. This is the Super Shock Cheek Pearlized Smoke and Whistles highlighter. I'm using an SL Miss Glam blending brush. I really like this brush for highlighting, and again, just swirling it into the product and I'm going to apply it onto my cheekbones. I also really like to apply highlighter to the apples of my cheeks. I literally look like an elf. Okay, now I'm going to powder my face, and I'm only going to powder the T-zone and slightly underneath my eyes. I have a new powder to try. This is the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder in the shade Translucent Light. I'm just lightly dusting it underneath my eyes. I don't like when my under eye area is really powdery, but I do kind of want to just like set everything in place a little bit, and this is actually working really nicely. And I'm going to add a little bit to the rest of my T-zone area. Oh, it's so nice. Oh my god, this testing video is just killing it today. The finish of this powder is like flawless. It looks so good, especially underneath my eyes. I have a hard time finding powders that look good underneath my eyes, and this is just doing an incredible job. I'm going to fill in my eyebrows. I have 2 eyebrow products that I want to try today. One of them is also from ColourPop. This is just their like skinny brow pencil. I have this one in the shade Blondie, which I've never tried before, and I'm also going to finally try out the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I have mine in the shade medium brown. I actually want to use the shade Blondie in the inner half of my eyebrows because I like that part to be a lot lighter, and then I will use the medium brown on the outer parts of my eyebrows. Obviously the Blondie shade isn't technically meant for my eyebrows, but I wanted a shade that is light enough to shade in the sparse areas without overwhelming the front part of my eyebrows because the hairs are already so strong and defined in that area. So I do kind of like it. The shade is a little bit too warm for what I was looking for, but I'm still gonna keep using it anyways. And now I will use the medium brown from Anastasia and fill in the outer tails of my brows. This color definitely matches my actual brow shade. So the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil is really nice, but I really don't think it's that much better than the NYX micro brow pencils in my opinion. I don't have a problem with the other brow pencils that I usually use. I don't have a problem with this one either, but it kind of just comes down to how much you would want to pay for one. And now for the eyeshadow look, I will be using the Too Faced Chocolate Gold eyeshadow palette, and it is so beautiful. I haven't actually used any of the shades on my eyes yet, but I have swatched them and they are really nice and very pigmented. The packaging is beautiful. This one also smells like chocolate, just like the other chocolate eyeshadow palettes from Too Faced, so I'm really excited to use this one. The first eyeshadow I want to use is called So Bougie. Love the name. It is a lighter neutral matte brown eyeshadow, and I'm just going to use that in my crease. That eyeshadow is blending out really nicely too, and it's not powdery at all. I'm gonna take So Bougie again and just add that a little bit into the inner corners, and I've already kind of added it to the outer corners, so we'll just start with that for now. I'm also going to add some of the So Bougie eyeshadow to the bottom lash line and really smoke it out. And I'm bringing that color all the way into the inner corner too. To darken up the outer corners and inner corners a little bit more, I'm going to take this brush. This is the 237 blending brush from Luxie. It is a very small blending brush, and it's great for adding details into the crease and outer corners. And I'm going to use that with the shade Cocoa Truffle right here, which is a deeper, kind of warmer matte brown. And I'm just going to add this to the outer and inner corners and then slightly blend the two together in the crease. And I'm going to take a little bit of the Cocoa Truffle eyeshadow and put it on the outer and inner corners of my bottom lash line too. Hopefully you can tell from here that the center of my lids is still quite light, and I just have kind of like a halo of darker eyeshadow surrounding it. And to fill in that kind of empty space on my lid, I will be using the shade Classy and Sassy right here. The only way I can really describe it is like a deep rose gold with a slight purple undertone. And I'm going to pack that all over the very center of my lid. Also, all of these colors aren't just shimmery, they are like foiled eyeshadows, so they are so shiny on the lid. I really hope the camera is doing this color justice. It is so pretty. I also want to take the shade Gold Dipped right here and add it right on the very, very center of my lid. So basically right in the middle of where we put the shade Classy and Sassy, and that's just going to be a little extra highlight. I want to highlight my brow bone a little bit, and I will be using the shade Rollin' in Dough, which is the lightest matte shade in the palette. And now to make sure everything really flows together, I'm taking some of the Classy and Sassy shade that I used on my lid, and I'm going to put that right in the center of my lower lash line. And I'm going to highlight the very inner corner with that pop of highlight I used on my lid, and that is the shade Gold Dipped. I do have lash extensions, but I want to add a little bit of darkness and smokiness to my lash line, so I'm taking the shade Decadent in the eyeshadow palette, and this is the matte black eyeshadow. I'm just using an eyeliner brush to apply this to my lash line, and then I will be smoking it out a little bit. Now to finish off the eye makeup, I'm using a mascara from Essence. This is the Forbidden Volume False Lash Mascara Top Coat. I'm only putting this on my bottom lash line. Obviously, never used this mascara before. Might be kind of hard to let you know how it is when it's only on my bottom lash line, but that's just what I'm gonna do today. Well, I think that worked really well. It wasn't clumpy at all. So moving on to lips now, I have two products from Jouer, I think that's how you say it, and one of them is actually I don't remember what it's called because it came in like a mini lip set. I think it was the Best of Nudes lip creams. So I'm using the shade Bare first. This is a very nude shade. I really hope it's not too light. They smell almost identical to the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. The texture is really similar to them too. And I do really like this color, so this is good. These are really nice. I really like this color with this look. It is drying down kind of like a soft matte texture, very similar to the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. They feel really good. It's not like patchy or anything, so I'm really liking this formula. On top of that lip cream, I really want to try one of these Jouer lip toppers. These are extremely glittery lip toppers, so they're kind of like a gloss. I have tried one other shade, I think it was the Funfetti shade, and it's so pretty, and it wasn't sticky at all, so I'm really hoping that all of the formulas are the same. I thought it would be fun to use the shade Rose Gold because it will probably tie the whole look together. So they're not sticky at all. Oh my gosh, these smell like those cupcake vanilla lip smackers that you used to get. Do they even sell those? I used to use them all the time. And they smell exactly like that. Oh my god, I want to eat it. They smell so good. Alright, so that is what it looks like with the lip topper on top. It definitely looks glossier when you add more, but I like that you can add a little bit if you want to not really make it super glossy looking, just to add a little bit of like a glitter top coat on top. I really like it. I think it's pretty and it smells really good. Okay, so this is now the finished makeup look. I hope you guys like it. I feel like it will be good for holiday parties. You could do this for Christmas, dinner, or New Year's, whatever you want to do. I really like how it turned out. I'm very happy with literally every single thing that I tried. Love the Cover FX setting powder. I really loved the ColourPop concealers. The Jouer lip products and the lip toppers are so nice. I'm obsessed with them. Now that I have like 7 or 8, I'm going to be playing around with them so much, and I'm definitely going to be using one for New Year's. Also, let me know if you do want to see a New Year's makeup tutorial because I would love to do them. They're some of my favorite videos to film, so maybe I'll try to get a couple out before New Year's. I thought I'd zoom you guys back out for the rest of this little outro, but I really do hope that you enjoyed this video and these types of testing videos. I think it's so much fun to try new products on camera and see what works and doesn't work, at least for a first impression, and I'm just so happy that all of these products worked out. And honestly, I feel like if any of you guys got anything, you would just be so happy with any of it that you decide to get and try out. So definitely let me know if you do like these types of videos. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!